The ABC 27 2022 Almanac is just a click away. Go to abc27.com/almanac today.
Live from the ABC 27 Digital Now Center, this is Beyond the Forecast with your most accurate local meteorologists.
Hello there, everybody. I feel like I should be calling a round of golf when I wear this.
Yeah, we just need those blazers on. You have yours on. Welcome in, everybody. This is Beyond the Forecast. We are live at our Digital Now Center here in our content center, and we are talking about the weekend forecast because we've given you a couple days heads up on this, but it does look like a brush with rain is coming out tonight and Saturday. So those of you with outdoor plans, a heads up. Still some. So, yeah, me too. I think a lot of people are, but questions abound surrounding this forecast because there's still some unanswered ones out there.
And if we go back to just about 24 to 36 hours ago, we had a stalled boundary right along the Mason-Dixon line, and that led to some locally heavy rain across Franklin, Adams, York counties. Now, it's one thing for that to happen in the middle of the week.
Yeah.
A Wednesday night into Thursday morning. It's another thing for that to linger into say, Saturday morning.
Especially with this time of year when most of us do want to be outdoors. So let's get into things. We'll preview this as best we can. Now, the good news is we're not talking about any severe weather. This is really not going to be that big of a deal, but the issue is it is coming on a Saturday. It is a bit changed since early in the week when we thought both weekend days would be nice. So we just want to give you a heads up about it.
We're starting with radar here because it looks cloudy and it's hazy, too.
It is.
You can kind of see that thick layer of humidity that's still
There
lingering.
is a low ceiling out there in spots. So keep that in mind. A partly sunny day, similar to what we've had most of the weekend. Really not that big of a threat of rain during the day. So if you want to get outside today, you can. But this blob of rain, that's an area of low pressure that's riding along this boundary. And this is the interesting thing that the models started to pick up on yesterday, that there would be an area of actual low pressure that would develop along this stalled boundary and then push east. And that's what we're seeing right now.
Well, and I will say, too, so if we can kind of draw this out for everybody. So if our low is out here, somewhere in this area, so there's our little L.
Yep.
There's also this competing factor of high pressure to the north. And a lot of the models, at least initially this past week, were having the high totally win out.
Yep.
In fact, there was almost no rain around us the entire 3-day stretch from late Friday through Sunday. But the problem is we're in between. And
Yep.
when we're in that in-between zone, that's when things can kind of go awry.
And not only that, it does make for a tough forecast, but things are starting to come together. Partly sunny skies now over Gettysburg, but still clouds are dominating the picture, and same with Elizabethtown right now. That's the area, though, from Lancaster County to York to Adams to Franklin, that is going to be in that zone of potentially heavy rain.
Yeah, and this rain is going to feed off the humidity you feel outside. Now, we're calling for highs today that'll easily get into the upper 80s, if not 90 degrees. It's almost 80 right now in Harrisburg. Very little sun. It's sticky out there.
Correct, and that's in order to get to 90. I think we'll need more sun than we have right now. But whether we hit 90 or not, the humidity is ripe. Dew points are in the upper 60s to near 70. But I want you to look to the north. Look at Du Bois, 56, dry air. Williamsport and Scranton have dew points in the low 60s. That's the high. That's the dry air trying to move south. The problem is it's not going to win out right away. It will eventually, but not right away.
Great weekend, by the way, if you're heading into state parks to our north. I mean, again, this is a southern Pennsylvania thing, or the Finger Lakes of New York. Anyone having vacation plans going north rather than south and southeast toward the beaches, it's going to be nice. So, again, it's this play with a stubborn front. One area of low pressure now to our east, one to our west, and the one to the west is the likely to eclipse us here overnight into tomorrow. And, Brett, because of this, you were talking about this earlier this morning, it's just going to be so narrow, this band of heavier rain.
Correct. We're really, actually, and you mentioned this too, we chatted on the phone, that this is like a winter storm, right, where we see these big gradients, where the northern tier misses out on the snow and the southern tier gets a few inches. So that's what we've got going on here. So the excessive rainfall, I'm not overly concerned about excessive rainfall. They typically prog these areas for flash flooding. I won't rule it out, but it's been dry. And a lot of people on my Facebook page, when I posted about this rain, said, oh, we're thankful for it. Of course, unless you have outdoor plans tomorrow, but gardens, lawns need the rain. So I don't anticipate many flooding issues, but there could be over an inch of rain in that southern tier zone.
And the Cumberland Valley certainly needs it. I guess the issue is now, because of what happened Wednesday night into Thursday, some places got an inch with that.
Yep.
Now you could add on another inch, possibly 2 inches. That could be a problem.
That could for some isolated spots, sure. All right, let's get into this precision Khashoggi. There could be an outside chance of a shower this evening. I don't see much, but then watch what happens overnight. that's when we start to see a steady rain developing that will continue through much of the day tomorrow. But, Dan, you'll notice the zone of heavy rain is right along the southern tier. We talked about it. That's where the heaviest rain is going to be, south of the Turnpike. Now, the drier air is going to win out by the afternoon for areas north of the Turnpike. But, again, watch the southern areas. 3, 4 p.m. Saturday, it's still going.
Yeah, and at the very least, and I want to get this out of the way too, I said this to the folks I was helping with the outdoor plans here for tomorrow. Very least, most of us can bank on a cloudy start tomorrow.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be overly sunny.
I don't think there's going to be much sun tomorrow. The question will just be, where's that heavy rain line up? And right now it looks south.
Too, and this is just something I've noticed over the years, and some other meteorologists talk about this. When you get some thunderstorm development, if we see that this afternoon in those southern areas, or at least pushing toward those southern areas, that can rob a lot of the energy.
Yeah.
So there's a possibility that areas north of the Turnpike may not see a whole lot of anything other than clouds.
Correct.
But if it doesn't rob enough energy, the rain could be slightly more widespread, and that's where the problem comes in.
Correct, exactly, especially south of right along Route 30 and to the points that are south. So certainly interesting.
So let's go ahead and look at our rainfall totals here, and you can see that in general, not starting out very heavy, Brett, but take us through the rest of the night into tomorrow morning.
Well, I want to point out that there is a gradient here. This is exactly what we talk about in winter storms, that look at Upper Dauphin County, Mifflintown, and into Schuylkill County, maybe a tenth of an inch or not anything at all. And that's how tight this gradient is, where along that southern tier, Gettysburg, York, Lancaster could see over an inch of rain. And areas in between might see a quarter to a half inch, depending on where you're at. So it's a very tough forecast. It's also a very tight gradient. But, that doesn't really change what we're saying. The farther south you live, the more rain you can expect tomorrow. And it could linger throughout much of the day.
It could linger throughout much of the day. The second half of the weekend is drier, less humid. So by Sunday, the forecast we initially called for does pan out. High pressure winds out. We're even dry now through Monday, but then we pick back up with more humidity, more heat, showers, and storms by next Tuesday and Wednesday. So if you don't get rain out of this, not all hope is lost.
No,
But
it
it's getting
probably
hard this time of the year.
it probably is our best chance to get some rain over the next 7 days tomorrow. So if you do have outdoor plans, heads up, especially in the morning and especially in the southern tier. We'll, of course, keep you posted. I still think that this boundary could wobble a bit, and we'll see how the models do. So tune into Eric Finkenbeiter. He'll be here tonight, and he'll be giving you the latest forecast guidance about what to expect tomorrow.
It's a fine scale feature. Anytime we deal with these smaller scale items in weather,
Especially a boundary
it's very boom or bust.
that can wiggle and wobble. You got it. Yeah. Happy Friday, my friend.
Happy Friday. Great to see you.
You too, and great to see all of you. Thanks for watching Beyond the Forecast. And again, tune in at noon. We'll have the latest, and Eric Finkenbeiter will have the latest tonight.